Now, there is an apparent freedom to choose. In everyday life, individuals believe they are free because they can choose among various options. But our choices, my friends, are heavily influenced by past experiences, desires, fears, and cultural conditioning. Yes, we have the freedom to choose. Of that, we are free. But we are not that free. We are heavily influenced by our past actions, desires, fears, and cultural conditioning. Does it make sense? I wish, but the reality is different. Right? These latent impressions, these past experiences are called vasanas, impressions, that shape our preferences and decisions, making them far from free. The essence of genuine freedom lies either in the transition from reaction to conscious action. The essence of genuine freedom lies in the transition from reaction to conscious action. I will think before I act. Otherwise, without thinking, you are no better than an animal. You are being led by your past desires, past impressions. So human beings, we have the responsibility to stop and think and make those actions conscious. I'm going to do what is right, what it feels right. Not what others do sometimes. I will choose to think before acting. Much of human behavior is driven by vasanas, subtle impressions, tendencies, and conditioned responses. Such actions, though seemingly chosen, are often mechanical, dictated by unexamined impulses. Do you agree? Yes, we have the freedom to choose, but sometimes we just don't think, don't act as humans. External conditions such as social economic status, family backgrounds, and even genetic makeup constrain the field of our possible choices. This is what we call freedom within bondage. I'm sorry. This is the truth. We are free, yet there are some problems there. We have to act against as humans. Not ultimate freedom, but increasing clarity and autonomy in the relative realm. The freedom within bondage, not ultimate freedom, but increasing clarity and autonomy in the relative realm. Clarity and autonomy. Free will functions within the framework of our actions. Remember what Sri Ramakrishna used to say? He used the analogy of a cow tied to a post with a rope to explain the concept of free will. He stated that just as a cow can move freely within the radius of the rope, but is ultimately restricted by its tether, humans have a limited degree of free will bounded by their karmic debts and nature. It is what it is. You know, I wish so many things, but the hard reality is this. This freedom is not absolute, but rather a degree of movement within a defined boundary. Do you see it? Yet, we still have responsibility. We have the freedom to choose our actions. True? Yes. From here onwards, we are free to lead our lives based on values, not to do what I want without caring. My neighbor, my family, etc., etc. You cannot change your past, but you can respond to it with awareness. You cannot change your past, but you can respond to it with awareness. That is the beginning of strengthening your will, your willpower.